Hey everybody, I'm Russo and I do a little work here and there. We are back in the Ready Ward again, and this time we are looking at making an epic pitch to go with the epic Kroxigor that we made earlier. Of course, everybody needs a standard grass field, so I'm going to start with an oversized piece of Woodland Scenics Ready Grass Mat, and it's pretty good as is, but I'm going to spray it with a few colors, just to vary the condition of the grass from one side of the field to the next. Of course, I'm using an airbrush here, but you could just as easily water down your paint and put it on with a wide chip brush. I'm doing this first section in a light brown, and I'm just going to spray it on patchy and give it some time to dry. The next layer is a light sort of yellow ochre, and I mostly spray that on top of the areas that I've already sprayed the light brown. And this will just make it look like those areas are, a little more dead than the areas surrounding them. And once again, wait for it to dry. The last layer for the background is going to be a really dark green. And I'm basically going to spray this wherever I feel like it needs to be, mostly not in the areas that are dead. Just where something has gotten too light, I'm going to spray some of this. What I've done here is I've made a stencil that is a bunch of plus marks, basically. I could use the airbrush and spray through this, but I think that paint is just going to be too watered down for it to make much of a difference to the color. So I'm going to use some Plasti-Dip spray. I don't know if anybody's used this before. If you use a lot of foam, you might have, but Plasti-Dip. I like it because it makes a sort of rubberized coating that really reminds me of the thermography that you see on business cards sometimes. The last step before cutting this down to size is to draw on the white lines, and for this I'm going to use a Conte crayon. I'm pretty sure these are made of chalk and oil. Could be wax, I don't remember, but they make pretty good lines. After those are on there, I just need to clear coat and cut, and it is ready to mount. Of course, before I clear coat, I am going to take a dry brush and clean these chalk lines just a little bit. On this grass mat at least, a nice firm brushing will do you wonders. Once the field is clear coated and cut down to size, I cut a sheet of refrigerator magnet stuff and a piece of cardboard to the same size. I'm going to glue those together, I'm going to glue another set to the back, and then I'm pretty much done. First, you'll notice my elegant cardstock slipcover. It's just a box that's missing a side. First is the grass field. You've seen that one before. On the other tile, we have what I guess could double as either gravel or stone. The back of that is sort of a sandy pitch, and if we look at the grass tile, the back of that is a muddy dirt field. And I'm sure you've been wondering, I do have a couple sizes of magnetic bases. Small ones are 6mm, the large ones are 10mm, and all the squares on these fields are 9mm to help accommodate those 10mm bases. But that's it for today. You've been watching the Ready Ward on Russo Works, and I am Russo, out.